Hey, what's going on, everybody in the MGTOW community? It's Dreamcast84 here. Yeah. I was thinking about doing a video like this where I just kind of critique MGTOW content and just throw some extra stuff out there. Just kind of experimenting with my site, trying to do stuff, trying to do things with the time that I have. Yeah. So, without further ado, yes, you can see everything that I am searching for. So I'm gonna really quick search for MGTOW and then go down all of the different videos and just kind of give you my feedback. I've swallowed the red pill and I've been a MGTOW for I want to say until since 2013. So that's a good 4 years or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, I always search for MGTOW Today, and I recommend you do that too because there's awesome MGTOW content, and if you just stay fresh with it, that's how you do. Okay, first off, we got Sandman. Now, I got nothing really bad to say about Sandman. He's just really good for entry level people. See, when you're going into MGTOW and you just want to just get a good overview on what MGTOW is, you really can't go wrong with Sandman. I grew tired of Sandman because he kind of has this like old news, like newsy type uh, approach. He's like, hot off the presses. I'm Sandman, and he's really witty. I like his approach to things, like how he says really like negative things, but he says it in a very positive way, so you absorb the information better as a listener. And yeah, he's big into sex robots and the artificial womb technology. Not sex robots, but artificial wombs, because he wants to get a surrogate child and stuff like that. So I recommend him for new MGTOW people. Okay, Howard Dare. Yes, I listened to a lot of Howard Dare stuff when he first started. He's talking about talking with women. Um, yeah, I advise not talking to women. Howard Dare, yeah, it seems like he kind of talks about emotional side of MGTOW a whole lot, which I am kind of the same way. I haven't listened, or I was subscribed to him, but I don't do much with Howard Dare anymore. Um, just because I don't know, I kind of grew tired of him too. But he's a good staple. He's on up there with Sandman. He was kind of a he kind of reached popularity in a shorter time. Yeah, he doesn't get as many views as Sandman, but yeah, Sandman's talking about she takes everything personally. Yeah, it's just females are more sensitive. People are more sensitive in general. How to talk to women? Don't do it. Okay, let's see. MGTOW Syndicon. Not really sure about him. Best. Arthur Schroppenhauer talks about women and relationships. Okay, cool. Must be some like old primary footage of just some wise guy just talking, some wise man. Let's see here. Why prenups are like toilet paper? That is very true. MGTOW ad free channel. Okay, yeah, not familiar with that. That sounds like a channel that reposts a lot. Why prenups are like toilet paper? Well, it seems like in the court system, just anything goes. It's like there's been too much done to us men in the court system. You know, as men, we need to be wise and we look towards what other men are going through with the courts. And apparently, if you're just involved with a woman, even if you like live with a woman for like 2 months or something, that's like legally, like she can take all your stuff or something. It's like legally you're married. Like basically society does not incentivize us to enter any kind of, not just relationships, but it doesn't incentivize us to even interact with them really, because once they start hanging out and acting like the place is yours, I mean, yeah, and plus they won't want anything to do with you if you don't have your own place or anything, and all that too, because they're always dating up. They're hypergamous, and like you're like invisible and dead to them if you don't, if they can't leech off you. So there's that. Okay, fatties, bad boys, white people. My replies to your comments. Okay, that's cool. That might be a really cool. Yeah, MGTOW philosopher. You're awesome. I don't know if you're watching this, but yeah, MGTOW values, MGTOW philosopher. You guys are great because well, subscribe to another channel, and yeah, y'all are some good. I recommend those two: MGTOW philosopher, MGTOW values, and yeah, there's some like really good like unsung heroes out there that are like kind of you know, just really knowledgeable. Just these it's hardcore red pill information that's presented in a easily digestible form. So yeah, fatties, bad boys, white people. My replies to your comments. Yeah, I'm sure that's a very interesting video. 58 minutes. Wow, I'm sure it gets real in depth. So I recommend that. That's probably going to be really good. Men are now refusing to help women. Angry MGTOW. Yeah, I'd say that's more of a trend. Angry MGTOW, we can get into depths about him. Lots of criticism about him. I want to keep my channel positive, and I really want to avoid negative comments or anything negative about people. But it's really hard for me to kind of fully embrace Angry MGTOW because Angry MGTOW is it, he has positioned himself as a gatekeeper in name alone. He started his channel Angry MGTOW, kind of like the Angry Video Game Nerd or something like that. So someone who doesn't know about MGTOW will come across the channel and be like, "Oh, Angry MGTOW. Okay, let's check this out." And yeah, he's overly emotional, cries. He lies about things like he lied about somebody online having a kid and smoking weed around him and calling the cops on him because he didn't agree with them or something. And he's cried on videos. He's slept with a prostitute. He claims to be going his own way, but he slept with a prostitute. And I mean, like he stutters a lot. I don't really like that. His presentation's not as good. I guess I don't really have a leg to stand on because I say and stuff a lot. So, but anyway, I do ignore Angry MGTOW whenever I'm searching here. Like whenever I don't even look at the video titles when I'm searching. I'm just looking at who's posting, and I look for people who I'm really looking for new stuff a lot of the times. So I see it's Angry MGTOW, just skip it. Let's see. My thoughts on MGTOW feminism, gender relations, the fallen state interview. Now that's from a woman, Deanna Lorraine. Now if it's, I mean, hey, I'm open to different views and positions, but I guess with my different, I'm open-minded. So sometimes I'm in the mood where I'm like, okay, let's just see what females have to say and just catch them and watch their content with a critical eye. But a lot of the times I'm just like, hey, it's from a woman. They're deceptive. Even if they're gonna say all the right things, you still gotta be like wary about them. So like, I mean, seriously, like they don't have our backs like the blue pill guys have their back in feminism. They just we don't really have female support and men going their own way. I mean, it's in name, men going their own way. This is really just about us. So like, I don't really care about what some female thinks about MGTOW. Sorry, I'm not sorry. Let's see, paradigm of the plantation. MGTOW is freedom. Okay, gotta say this. Okay, MGTOW is freedom. He's a nice guy. Like, he's a cigar chomping, scotch drinking dude. He's like Nordic or whatever. He's cool. He's got his own like thing going. He's like living in a trailer or an RV or something like that. Nothing wrong with that, but I found out that he is a Freemason, and being a conspiratorial-minded person, yeah, I'm not really privy to that. I mean, like, I'm sure that if you want a sense of brotherhood, I guess you can do that stuff, but like just all that weird initiation, all that symbols and stuff and everything, like I really don't think that men joining fraternities like that really is like a positive thing for society in general, because there's about like, what is it, 1,300 or 13,000 Masonic lodges in America, and just knowing everything that I know, I think taking the red pill isn't just about going your own way as a man. Taking the red pill is like the Matrix, where you wake up about everything and just being kind of I want to say conspiratorial minded, but I mean, like, the word conspiracy is a loaded term, so you know what I mean, like. Once you say conspiracy, just the average person's like, oh, you're stupid, and that's not the case, because a lot of stuff is true. And I guess we need to stop using the word conspiracy, because I mean the word kind of lost its power anyway, and all this fake news, like the CNN and all that crap saying other stuff is fake when they're the fake ones. Let's see. Paradigm of the Plantation, MGTOW's freedom. Yeah, I recommend him. I mean, he's pretty good for entry level too. Men won't go backwards. I'm sure that's talking about hypergamy and how men don't have hypergamy, Angry MGTOW. Okay, post-feminism will be called the years of sorrow. Yeah, he's always having these titles saying like they will regret this, or this is the last straw. He's got these like emotional based titles to videos, and he's always posting like 7 videos a day, and he's more quality over quantity. Oh no, he's more quantity over quality. You know what I mean? He's just wanting the views and the likes. He wants to be internet famous. I mean, it's kind of odd. Yeah, see, proving my point. Here's another. Men are going their own way globally. Well, yeah, because feminism is everywhere. Let's see. Gynocentrism in male/female names, MGTOW. I watched this one earlier. Liberation Y. I love your stuff, man. Like, seriously, like that. When it comes to hardcore red pill analyzation, just going in there, he is really talking about hardcore truths and just like things that are so obvious but kind of slip. Uh, you know, like your things that you don't really think about normally. Like it's just his presentation. It's just amazing. Like he'll talk about male disposability, but like he'll talk about different facets of it. Like he was exploring in this video about how like, okay, you got the word Gloria, which is a female name, that's got the word glory in it, and if you just attach an A at the end of words, like they're like, you know what I mean, like Gloria. I don't have another example for that one, but it's like there's a lot of like positive words with names, but with male names you got like dick, which is like a dirty word for penis, and then you got like Frank, which is another word for penis, and then you got like will, which is like something you get after you die, and bill, which is something that you get like when you got to pay for something. It's like there's all these negative associations with male names, like on a subconscious level, and then on with females it's just like hope is a name. That was another example I just came up with, but like, yeah, Liberation Y is really good. I recommend them a whole lot. Back Up Fem Hater, yeah. That stuff's good because it's just like reposting stuff. There's like little clips and stuff. The reason why he didn't call her back, that looks like Twilight or something. Another Beer for MGTOW, Back Up Fem Hater. I don't know if that's another clip. It's 32 seconds. I don't know. Deep Soy State, Chris Cantu. Now this guy's cool because he's talking about more of the conspiratorial stuff. I have not seen this video. I haven't seen his content in a while, but this guy, Chris Cantu, he is talking about, I can pretty much guarantee he's talking about the soy lecithin, the soy that's in our food that's making us more effeminate. It's messing up with our testosterone, and this stuff is proven. I've been doing bad here lately eating chocolate, and chocolate's one of the biggest culprits of it. You have to, go to special stores and get them without the chocolate. Like there's this one brand called like Enjoy Life or whatever, but that's beside the point. But you can go to like health food stores and get chocolate that doesn't have it. But in this day and age, everything's all GMO and plastics and everything, and soy. It's ridiculous, and it's a slow kill method thing. They're trying to turn men into women and women into men. It's part of that androgyny, Baphomet, all that satanic garbage. I mean, it's just truth. That's the way things are going because they want to depopulate, but they don't want to make it obvious. The Illuminati and all that garbage. See, we are headed for the next dark age. Angry MGTOW, yeah, I don't know. Is he just coming out like he can't really stick to the point? But then again, I think that with MGTOW, we need to start talking about like other things, because like there's red pill guys like me that we're kind of tired of all of this focusing on women, because we feel like we've digested enough red pills where we want to just kind of live our lives at this point. But I think that we still need to warn men about women. Like we still have all these problems, and women aren't going to address them. And we have a voice. We're strong. We're awesome. So I don't, like I just posted a video just now, just being silly, and I'm thinking I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it or not, because like I'll just kind of gauge what kind of feedback I get. But yeah, like I don't know. I don't think that being serious 100% of the time is good, but I don't think that just kidding around all the time is good either. But yeah, just like we need to talk about different. I don't know if we need to talk about different topics. Like, I mean, is there a limit to what we need to talk about? Because I've seen MGTOW hobby channels, like Vincent MGTOW and stuff like that. But yeah, Angry MGTOW, let's just skip him. Okay, better not hit on a fat feminist. Why would you want to? Unless you're desperate. Okay, The Calm Before the Storm and whatever, more of his stuff. Spy Hybrid. Oh yeah, got to talk about Spy Hybrid because he had a different name. He was uh it wasn't Spy. It used to be something else. Can't think of it right now. But like he had this awesome like early content, and I'm sure that you can find it because there was other channels that mirrored it, and it was like Eulogy of a Good Man. Search for him if you can search. Okay, like it'll be like hybrid. Spy Hybrid OG, put down Good Man Eulogy, and you will see like the funniest MGTOW video ever, in my opinion. That video is amazing because it's just so funny. It's so funny. It's so funny. I can tell you about it, but you need to see it. Let's see what else we got. MGTOW, MGTOW. Yeah, there was a good video where he was talking about what's her name, the relationship expert, the Cooper, Debbie Cooper. Yeah, and yeah, he had another hate video. True Sherm had a hate video, and you've been coming up with more funny stuff too, and that's cool. That's cool because like yeah, yeah. I guess you're kind of inspiring me, True. Kind of a little bit to just kind of branch off into more funny stuff, or at least try to. I don't know, but I don't want to lose respect with people. That's the thing. That's another thing. But like, let's see, MGTOW, Waleed Ali, halal feminist. Yeah, just some mangina simp guy probably. But talking about the Cooper, Debbie Cooper. Yeah, she's like a relationship expert and stuff. And I was gonna look up like yeah, well, I looked up earlier about how borderline personality. There's these people who are narcissists and stuff, and she's definitely a narcissist and a borderline personality. Because I was looking up borderline personality symptoms. Like, let's see here, borderline creepy baby doll. I was looking that up. I was doing a thumbnail. Let's see, Google borderline. Yeah, I was looking up borderline personality disorder, and I believe it was like the second one. Yeah, what are the signs and symptoms? This is what I was looking for earlier, and what I saw earlier was that a characteristic of borderline personality disorder is lack of yeah, difficulty feeling empathy for others. And yeah, there's totally like a lack of empathy in females in general. I think that's endemic of females. So yeah, like I was given information about how a lot of relationship experts like Debbie Cooper is yeah, let's look at a picture of Debbie Cooper. A lot of relationship experts. Oh, I was looking up Heyo because I was trying to figure out how to spell Heyo for a comment. Like so it was talking about the actress McBeal, and I put it on the comment. Ally McBeal needs an Ally McMeal. Heyo, and I wanted to know how to say it because remember Ed McMahon. If you're not old like me, I'm 32, so yeah, Deborah Cooper. Deborah Cooper. All right. Yeah, that's what she looks like. And just analyzing her face and looking at her, especially this photo, you can see that she's not happy with herself. She's very sad, and you can tell that she's got low self-esteem. And I think that's kind of a problem that a lot of black women have anyway, and they kind of lash out and they don't really like deal with problems because like women in general don't really like look inside themselves and fix problems because they're always wanting the outside world to conform to what they want. And that's just females in general. Like they don't like fixing problems. They focus too much on manipulating men and shaming men, but the end result is just kind of this. You get this woman that is just kind of, you can tell she's just got like low spiritual energy. I mean, like, I might be sounding kind of judgmental or something, but I mean, like, there's other photos of her, but like, she's just kind of hateful, I mean, like, there's, like, when I interacted with her on like comments and stuff, she, on her videos, she was bashing MGTOW, and yeah, and like she's getting a lot of hate from the MGTOW community, but I was warned about her, and because like this guy said, hey, she's got borderline personality disorder, We need to be careful with these type of people. These people are dangerous. And I'm guessing these people are kind of like these blue pill white knights that are like, they go retard strong for females. And like, like, unfortunately, when you leave the house and you enter and you go to work and stuff, you got to put on that face. You can't really be yourself, because like people will spaz out on you and they don't care. They're like not operating on like a higher functioning capacity. They're not on your level. These people are like dangerous. So you got to be careful with what you do and like kind of keep things light and positive. But like, unfortunately, when I'm like at work, there's like people will say gynocentric, hateful, like like misandrous stuff, and you just gotta just laugh it off and keep going, because at the end of the day, it's just words anyway, and it's kind of hurting themselves more than it's hurting you anyway. But like, yeah, it's like people with borderline personality disorder, they have a history of unstable relationships. Well, why is she doing relationship videos? And yeah, she was trying to flag videos, so she has inappropriate or extreme emotional reactions. Yeah, she's not okay in her internal world. She has highly impulsive behaviors. Well, she checks her name on YouTube to see if other people are talking about her, because she was really quick when I made that Debbie Cooper video. Having unstable or dysfunctional self-image or a distorted sense of self. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems like people who are in the relationship advice field, they tend to be like, like people who have had problems, like people who have had drinking problems. They end up teaching classes about drinking. And it's kind of like prisoners taking control of the prison. Do you know what I mean? This world is sick because people are hiring people with this history of personal problems, and like females are like, they get jobs easier than men, but more women have this borderline personality disorder than men do. And I'm not even that aware of borderline personality disorder. I just grew up like thinking that like there's some people in this world that just don't operate on the same, like they're not good-hearted and good-natured, so they're just wanting to just drag other people down, and that's just the way they are. And I didn't really put labels on it, but like I learned later what a narcissist was. Like that's like I found out like 3 years ago what a narcissist was, and it's just somebody who's just unempathetic and uncaring, is just like compartmentalized in their brain. They just don't care about anything except themselves. They're solipsistic. But yeah, like same thing with they have difficulty feeling empathy. Yeah, it's like if these borderline people have problems with relationships, or they have unstable relationships, I mean, there's a good reason for it, but why are they going out there being relationship experts and these women are listening to them? And that's another thing that I was wondering about. How come these relationship experts are always women listening to other women? It doesn't make any sense, because if a woman wanted to know how to please a man, which they don't, they would ask a man. And the reason why I say they don't is because they could care less about who we are as people. They just want to get our wealth. They want to get our status and power. That's all they want. They don't want to work for anything. They never do. Like society doesn't ever like incentivize them to do anything, because everything is geared towards pleasing them. So they don't grow character. They don't. All they have is low character qualities, and all us guys have is high character qualities, or at least the capacity for it. Not saying that like we're all awesome. It's like there's still crappy guys and everything, but there's like a lot more awesome guys than there are women, and we're too down on ourselves as men, and we really need to encourage ourselves and keep ourselves up and have good self-talk, because the society ain't talking. You need to do everything you can to be awesome yourself, and not worry about what these women are doing or what they're saying or what society is doing, because society, like, you can watch a mainstream movie and then end up leaving that theater thinking that you suck because you're not as awesome as these people. Like they know what they're doing. They're trying to program women into thinking that they're awesome, and they're programming us to think that we suck, so we just keep killing ourselves, because everything's gynocentric anyway. But the dang truth is, we're awesome. We're totally awesome. Like, seriously, think about everything that we can do. We're strong. Like, like, you really can't keep us down, because, like, you just can't, because, we're men. We're born awesome. Society hates us for a reason. Think about that. We're so awesome, and we are able to achieve so much. And women are jealous, and like why is society propping them up when they can't even move anything? They have to call a guy to do something. You know, like seriously, like we're capable and awesome, and it's just kind of backwards how society just brainwashes us in certain directions, and it's just a depopulation thing. Don't make any sense. Going off on tangents, but it's my video, I can do that. But yeah, like oh yeah, she probably has a fear of abandonment and rejection, but she keeps pushing people away, including extreme emotional reactions to real and perceived abandonment. I don't know about that. Intense, highly changeable moods that can last for several days, a few hours. Looks like she might have that. Strong feelings of anxiety, worry, and depression. She looks depressed, impulsive. Yeah. Hostility, definitely. Definitely. She's a negative person. Most black women are, unfortunately. White women are vindictive and like chameleon like, and black women are just overtly hateful and still kind of chameleon like, but like to a lesser degree, in my opinion. And then with like other women, like I'm just not as aware about. All I know is like Mexican people are like better with families and stuff, and like Asian people, I don't know. I'm not. All I know is about the herbivore stuff in Japan and all that stuff. And, you know, men going their own way. Let's see. Okay, men of valor. Heavenly Father's going to humble the masses of. I've seen some of his content. He had a very long video about. I think he's Christian, but I think that I think he was reading from the Bible, but he was also, it was kind of crazy because he was cussing. He was cussing reading from the Bible and stuff too, but he was saying a lot of truth about women and stuff. And yeah, like I recommend checking him out. Let's see, MGTOW live outside the past. Okay, Timothy Blades, good stuff, good guy. He kind of posts like silly, random stuff sometimes. Yeah, I used to be subscribed to him. I think I unsubscribed to him because he started getting like nonsensical or whatever. But I've seen him, post more, relevant stuff. Yeah, he's a really good like character. He's a funny guy too. Yeah, he's a likable guy. I like Timothy Blade, so I recommend you subscribing to him. Angry MGTOW. I'm not even gonna read that. I don't care anymore, dude. Let's see. Ronan Man, very good, like newer type guy, but good quality, hardcore red pill stuff. Divorcing your true value as a man. MGTOW, don't undervalue yourself. Yeah. Let's see. Divorcing your true values as a man. MGTOW, don't undervalue. Yeah, I was thinking about making like an affirmation video about just. I mean, basically what I said earlier. Just like we're awesome, and really like I need to think of different ways of telling people that we're awesome, because like that's what life is. It's just like kind of the same information. We come across the same information all the time, but like if someone explains you the same thing in a different way, it hits you deeper, you know what I mean? So divorcing your truth. Okay, I say don't even get married. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Monster gets out of small. Okay, monster gets small prisons. Yeah, the monster is the woman. They always have lesser prison sentences. I've had a friend that got pulled over, and they were drinking and smoking weed, and the girl, she was all rowdy and stuff, and then they took the girl to jail, and she just spent the night and got to go home with like no tickets or anything, and the guy got caught with the weed charge, and for some reason didn't get an alcohol charge. So like, what is that? The guy has to go through the the court system and everything, and the girl just gets off with a slap in the, you know what I mean? Like just like the whole system in general is stupid. I don't get it, man. I feel bad for my friend, man, like because he's having to do a whole lot right now. So let's see. The girl who brings coma to boys by kissing them. Oh, that's got to be a clip of something. Let's see. No hope, no change for the witch made sense. Okay, line of MGTOW is funny. I recommend you checking him out. He kind of I want to say ramble, but he just goes on about women. He focuses on women like a lot of us MGTOW do, and he's like talking about Klingon witches. I don't like cussing, okay, and like that's kind of funny because he says, live your own way, go your own way, and when it comes to these what did he say? He said when it comes to these ladies, give them nothing. I just love the way that he talks, man. So, Mana MGTOW, he's really cool. He's really cool. And he's always got these cool nature shots. Like, if you look at the thumbnail, he's got these really cool, like he's out walking in nature and stuff. So, he's got high function vibrations, getting nature up in his system. He's probably like kind of self-reflective. That's why he comes out with so much good content, because he's like thinking, he's not just like in front of a TV all the time, which I do too much here lately, watching movies. Okay, girl tries to convince guy not to live alone. Of course, everything's geared towards female stuff. Like, I was talking, like, I was talking to a girl today, and she was saying, she was like, well, what about these rich guys that want to date or whatever? And I was like, well, they don't really need to be MGTOW, because they can already get a woman. A lot of them are just willfully blue pill, because they're just not, they don't have to worry about being MGTOW, because they got money, they can get a woman. But yeah, there's too many rich guys out there that get steamrolled, and they never turn MGTOW. They're just always blue pill, and I don't get it. Like, especially these baby boomers. I don't get them. Maybe that's material for another video. MGTOW Skills, Volume 13. Let's learn this C programming language. This is what I'm talking about. MGTOW, I was thinking about like channels starting up, like MGTOW Hobby Channel. MGTOW Hobby Channel or something, because we don't have to talk about women all the time. Because, to be honest, it kind of drains you. I mean, like, I'm resilient to it. I can talk about women all day, but for some of these new MGTOWs or whatever, I can see how they can like easily be like, I don't know, man, I just checked into MGTOW, and there's this angry MGTOW, and he's just whining and stuff, and like how they're always talking about women, and just like, there's got to be more to life than that, and all this. Like, I can understand how different people can view MGTOW, and I want to like encourage people to go into MGTOW, so that's why I'm trying to be more positive and trying to like talk about the truth, but at the same time have fun. And I don't know, I feel like I'm walking a tightrope here, but like, yeah, when it comes to like, I've seen people be like, hey, I'm a MGTOW and this is my car hobbies or whatever, but like, mostly we talk about women, and we warn other men about women, and that's fine. That's fine. I don't know, like, should we just I don't know, I just don't think we should limit ourselves, is all I'm saying. Like, we can be MGTOW and be into other things too, because we're human and we're awesome. So, okay, Nicki Minaj Instagram war with Meek Mills over Jay-Z verse. Okay, don't care about celebrities anyway, because most of that stuff's just forced culture, propaganda bullcrap, Illuminati bullcrap. It's just thrown in your face. Like, I don't care about these people. I really don't. I'm sorry. Like, I don't see them day to day. They, yeah, I mean, they wouldn't give crap about me in real life anyway, so whatever. Black dude dies because he protected stupid woman. Back up, femme hater. Yeah, that's just a clip of some movie or something. All the single ladies. Who cares about the single ladies? Let's see. A message to young men: avoid single mothers. Part 2. This guy's really cool. He's kind of long and drawn out with his Thomas Lundy. He's very thoughtful. And I've found that when I present my information and I take my time, I'm a little bit more thoughtful about, I use bigger words, I sound smarter, stuff like that. But I feel like, like traversable MGTOW, he's very long-winded too, and sometimes, maybe I'm just an impatient guy, but sometimes I'm like, really, I just want to get to the content, and maybe that's just the sign of the times where we just want instant gratification, but like that's kind of where I'm at with it, because like, he's really good, but I guess you got to be in that mood where you got to be kind of like wanting to absorb content at a slower pace, but yeah, he's really thoughtful, and he's got a lot of good things to say, and I like him a lot. I think Thomas Lundy's cool. Black and white woman admits why she married her husband. Yeah, she probably dropped some hardcore truth. I saw this one like stand-up comedian, and this chick was just saying, yeah, we just want your money. We don't want your dick. We just want your money. See, I'm talking about not cussing, but I'm saying that. But, I mean, I don't know. I made another video where I was making fun of MGTOW hate videos, and I said the same thing. I said, anyway, MGTOW, the club scene women, Joseph Smith. Yeah, I think Joseph Smith, yeah, he's that guy, and he's kind of cool. He focuses on women way too much, but he actually confronts women. He's got these like cool videos where he's out on the street, and he's either on his phone or something. Yeah, it's like short videos, so it probably is on his phone. But he was like talking to like women on the phone. He's got balls, man. This guy Joseph Smith, like he's got some of these funny like confrontational. He's like I forgot what he did, but he was like confronting somebody. So hey, I mean, I kind of like what he's doing, but I'm not looking at like all of his stuff as much as I used to. But I think that he's definitely worth checking out for real. Yeah, Mexican MGTOW. He's an up and comer, and yeah, I noticed that there's different MGTOWs. Like there was an Indian MGTOW starting up, Mexican MGTOW, and we already know there's a bunch of black MGTOWs, white MGTOWs. But what's strange is that I'm white, and I don't feel the need to indicate that I'm white, and I don't think that MGTOW is a racial thing. And I understand wanting to have your race, if you want to raise awareness or like attract like-minded people. Like maybe Mexican MGTOW has some Mexican MGTOW followers because they found out in name that he's a Mexican MGTOW, and that's a good thing. So yeah, I don't think that we need to automatically assume that they're being racist or there's anything foul play in that regard. So more power to him. I haven't really checked him out, but he's one of those MGTOWs that do the like the videos where they're talking to a bunch of other people. Like those little group chats, the group chat videos. Yeah, he does that, and yeah. I think he probably talked to Angry MGTOW and stuff like that. But yeah, they're kind of like young to the community. I'm kind of young to the community too when it comes to posting. But like I said, I've been MGTOW since 2013. So I guess I'm still relatively new. But yeah, let's see. Staying Free MGTOW live stream. Okay, yeah. I say check that out. Yeah. I mean, I might have seen some of that stuff before, but yeah, I just can't remember. Yeah, more Joseph Smith stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking about titling this MGTOW Today. Sometimes I got to keep re-scrolling, you know. Okay, we're back where we need to be. Joachim Brasseur. Oh, okay, that's MGTOW France, yeah. MGTOW France. Joseph Smith. Indominus. Oh, okay. What I'm doing, I just posted a video where I was just being silly with some with some dolls laying around the house, like haunted dolls, because I've been looking into like like demon dolls, and I haven't seen that Annabelle movie, but I think it's on Netflix, so I'm gonna check that out. But cut the rope, bro. Staying Free MGTOW. See, that's one of those things, and yeah, I can tell by the little thumbnail down there. There's a lot of people who kind of stick with those group chats a whole lot, and they a lot of times there's yelling, like that SFM guy. I'm not sure what that stands for. Staying Free MGTOW or something. Yeah, like I was in a little group chat thing once, and he went in and he was just yelling, and I can't tolerate people like that in my life because like I mean life's too short. I don't want to be around people yelling. I don't. Let's see, Joseph Smith. Yeah, more of him. Angry MGTOW, more of him. MGTOW, even more proof that a lot of women are gold diggers. True. It's true. They don't care about you as a person. They don't really don't. Your mama and your sister said, blank you, MGTOW. Trent No Spoons Colt. All right, I want to check that out. I want to check that out. I'm just analyzing these videos, but yeah, I'm not. I guess I won't click on any videos because I don't really want to make anybody mad or I don't know. I don't have express permission, even though this is already on YouTube and free, and I feel like that I'll I won't get any strikes or anything from doing this. Okay, MGTOW values, you're awesome. I appreciate you, subscribing to, one of my other channels. So, anyway, that's some cool stuff. MGTOW values, hardcore red pill information, very thoughtful, very smart, good presentation, good vocabulary. I got nothing but good things to say about MGTOW values and MGTOW philosophy. Let's see, why paternity testing should be mandatory. Yeah, because there are yeah, kids being born and it's not the father, that the father thinks that that is what a paternity test is, right? Yeah, just DNA test to see if the kid's yours. It really should, because women are always lying. Society needs to stop giving women the benefit of the doubt when women are these like deceptive creatures that keep using the system to their advantage, and they're just like brainwashed into being crappy, and they embrace it. And yeah, really, I really don't. When seriously, you can't trust females. You just can't. You just can't. Wanting versus choosing. Straight line MGTOW. Chris Cantu. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, I've said something about him. MGTOW rebuttal. Okay, yeah, this guy. I think he was trying to say some critical stuff about MGTOW, and like whenever you come across people who has critical things to say about MGTOW or anything else, you probably should watch it, especially if it's from a guy, because there are elements of truth. There are some MGTOW criticisms, and like my idea about how we need to kind of talk about different things within the MGTOW community. That was from a MGTOW criticism video that I just saw, and I think we're going to come across it. Let's see, MGTOW empty, uncut. Okay, Solo Mission, he had a really good video about like the Illuminati and the NWO, and since we're all about red pill knowledge, we could easily branch off and talk about the Rothschilds, Illuminati, Rockefellers, the NWO, the Zionists, the fluoride in the tap water. We could talk about everything. We could talk about vaccines. We could talk about all kinds of stuff. We can talk about anything under the sun. You know what I mean? Because like when it comes to like knowing about the world and truth and everything, like MGTOW could be a good way to, wake up about different things other than women. Like there's truths about the women, and then because like the government is providing incentives for females to be deceptive towards men, but society, the government is deceptive, period. So the court system is society. That's problematic. Females are incentivized to be problematic. Both are problematic. So analyzing and getting into the government structures and the government institutions, that's part of MGTOW too. And we're trying to figure out the game and figure out how to avoid the game, which is by not playing it. But we need to know these things instead of being complacent and buying into all these movies and getting brainwashed ourselves. Because we're getting brainwashed into hating ourselves, and we're all down on ourselves, and we just feed into the entertainment culture trying to escape how crappy the world is. When we could be using our time more efficiently. There's tons of information out there. It's kind of crazy how like us men, we go online and look at YouTube and we like do some research, and then women, they have access to the internet and they just stay on their little smartphone devices looking up Facebook and stuff, looking at themselves because they're obsessed about themselves. And we don't stay in that mind frame. We're smart. And we need to keep hearing awesome stuff about ourselves because we really are. And we need to start believing it too. Because I'm tired of feeling down on myself. And I'm emerging out of that. So let's see. MGTOW, divorce and cohabitation initialized. This guy, Dilgaff, the MGTOW. Haven't seen most of his stuff. I think I've tried to see some of his stuff before. I say just check it out because, I don't know, like, I just don't want to bash on anybody because I don't really know him, but, yeah, like, he looks like he's got a lot to say. I've seen him before. He posts a lot, so, yeah, like, show his channel some support and check him out, like, I probably need to, look at more of his stuff. I just can't look at everything all the time, How women change their mind in the last minute, yeah. That's how women do. Yeah, they can't make up their minds. And I was gonna do a video about how women are messy too. Like they got these like big purses, and they're like, "Hold on, let me get my keys," and then they fumble for their keys, and they're always like fumbling and bumbling through their lives. They're just not streamlined, As men, we're like ready to go. We're like military. We're like, okay. Bang, bang, bang. We're good. We got your stuff. Like me personally, man, I don't leave the house until I got my phone, keys, wallet, protection. That's what I do. I have those 4 things, and in that order too: phone, keys, wallet, protection. I don't leave the house. And I gotta have my things with me. I can't. Like I've hung out. Like it's not that guys don't have this quality too. I had this one guy that I worked with, and I had to give him rides home. and he would always lose his phone. You know, he was a pothead. He lost his phone all the time. And I think that he was using that as an excuse for me to give him extra rides. Like, oh, well, can you ride me over? Can you take me to this guy's house and stuff and all this? No, he's just using me, man. So I dropped that. I was like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. But like, that's just an example of a guy doing it. But like, women are always like, oh my gosh, I lost something. And I don't want people in my life that are always losing stuff, because that's stress. I don't want to stress out about somebody else losing their stuff when I got my stuff and I'm good. That's why I don't like being around people most of the time. You got to be really selective about the people that you surround yourself with, for real. Anyway, how girls learn to leech off the state and the system. They don't have to learn, because like they learn how to manipulate men. They know how the world works from an early age, before us men really understand. Like, they say women are smarter than men. No, they're not smarter. They just learn how to be. You know, they learn how to take advantage of men at an early age. Like, you know, like, women are looking at other women and they're like, dang, they look good. And wait a minute, like, you know, I get dressed and stuff this way because I'm a little girl or something. But like, you know, like, these girls are looking attractive, and like, women know when other women look attractive. Don't kid yourself. You know, women are looking at other women too. And you know, from a very young age, and they're like, oh wait, that girl's pretty. And then like, little girls get brainwashed into like putting on makeup and playing with Barbie dolls and stuff. Like, I saw this awesome video about how like you know, the kids' toys and stuff, they're like, little girls' toys are all about like babies, and pre-programming them to want to have kids. They're brainwashed from a very young age to want to have kids. But I mean, some of that's nature too, where they just want like a free way out of life, you know. If you have a kid, you're set, you know. But I mean, now that Section 8 or whatever, all that welfare stuff's being de-incentivized, you know, Trump's doing something, you know. Maybe women will have less kids, maybe, but I don't know. They're all instinctual. They're not operating on higher. I mean, it's like when that biological clock ticks, they just freak out or something. Kind of lost my train of thought a little bit, but anyway, what happened to all the real men grow a pair, says women? Well, that's the thing. If you're a man and you're born with a penis and balls, you're already a man. If you're past the age 18, you're a man. So all this real man talk, really, is just shaming language. Like, a real man, what do you think a real man is to a woman? It is a workhorse, slave, provider that won't question anything. That will just work for her. What they want is for you to give up your sovereignty. And as a man, you have way more self-worth than that. You're worth way more than someone that's going to criticize you and make you feel like you're less than. If they're using shaming tactics, just drop them. Like, they're not worth your time at all. These people are poison. So, yeah, all these like talk shows and stuff, or these women are just clucking to each other. They're saying, yeah, these men, oh yeah, they need, this is why men are doing this, and this is why, like, they're just like, seriously, it's just like a cesspool of hatred towards men. And just like, a lot of men are just like, oh yeah, I need to do what I need to do to get some vagina, because, you know, if I don't, then, you know, they're not gonna do. It's like all this manipulation and games and stuff. It got started by women anyway. Men are more honest and upfront and stuff, and if women were more honest and upfront, we would respect women more. But anyway, I'm going off on all kinds of tangents, but that's cool because this video's got a lot of content to it. What happened to all the real men? Yeah, all that I already talked about. Ronin Man, really good content. I think he like posted 2 videos today. That's cool, and they're long videos too. So that's like, you know, that's some dedication right there. Ronin Man's got some good stuff. How MGTOW should react to women's bias against short men. Yeah, like, why do they always have these stupid standards? Like, a man's got to be tall. Like, what is that? What is that? Like, a man, like, there's like short men that can do the same things that a tall man can do. I mean, look at Muggsy Bogues with you know, Charlotte Hornets. You know, like, he can play basketball and plays with other guys. You know what I mean? Like since when did height become a criteria? Like, why do these short girls that are 5'6" or something, why do they want a taller guy? Like, they never want anything that's at the same height as them. And I just never understood. I'm 6'1". I mean, I don't have any kind of like stigma or problem with height with women. I just don't understand why, like, that's something that as a man, I don't give a crap about, I don't care about height, but females just like they got all these criteria, and I always thought that was stupid. Females are stupid. Anyway, yeah, the reason why there are more old women than old men around, that's because men die because of stress from living with women and having to deal with them and just work and stuff anyway. It's just this society. Society sucks. MGTOW, a message to young men: avoid single mothers. Part 1. Yeah, the same guy, Tom Lundy. I hope. Yeah, I've noticed that the hate for traversable MGTOW is like more because somebody, yeah, this person is calling traversable a MGTARD, and I just don't know what the situation is because you know, he does a lot of those like group chats and stuff too, but apparently he's getting some hate from some people, but I'm not in the middle of it, so I don't know. I mean, like, hey, if you're, you know, I wish the best of luck to Traversable because he's a good guy. Like, he's just, you know, he's kind of long-winded and takes a long time to get to the point or whatever. But like, that's kind of not really a valid criticism for him because, like, I mean, like, I mean, that's just, I'm just speaking for myself. You know, I think that he's got a lot of good content. I used to watch him a lot, but I kind of stopped doing it because of the, you know, presentation. I got to be honest. You know, that's just me. You know, MGTOW looks like Mexican. Let's see, prostitutes healthy or a crutch? I don't know. I've never done a prostitute. I don't know. I had a friends with benefits for a while, and I had 3 girlfriends, so that's all I bet. I'm worried about STDs, so I'd say just don't, you know. And like if you absolutely have to masturbate, but I recommend no fat because like you retain like your energy and your chi or whatever your, you know, when you have sperm retention, you retain higher levels of testosterone. You just become more manly and stuff. So like, you know, and plus you just kind of you derive more satisfaction in life through like higher, you know, you just stay busy with stuff. So you spend more time doing hobbies instead of just like watching porn and masturbating. So, you know, I recommend doing that. A famine of the word, part 2. Okay, I'm not sure if they're talking about the Bible with the word. Not sure. Recommend the Bible, King James. But yeah, I got some doubts about the Bible here lately because Catholics Catholics messed up the Bible. You know, they altered the Bible and stuff like that, and they're all satanic. Midnight on Mount Shasta with no George Webb. EMT Basic. Not sure how that relates to MGTOW, but that's okay because it doesn't have to. Not sure what that is. That's Spanish. USA News. Yeah, when it comes to news and stuff, I really kind of avoid it because like all that stuff's put out there on purpose to make you mad, and they know this, and you know this because like when my blood pressure spikes after watching that stuff, like I don't want to like train myself to like accept that as normal. I don't want that stuff affecting my subconscious. I know that stuff's wrong because it's always something just like this like perfect story, and like there's all these like people talking and they always raise their voice and stuff, and it's teaching you how to interact that way when like normally people should just be like talking and just expressing their opinions and like respecting people's opinions and like, you know, like agreeing to disagree basically. But instead of being like, hey, here's my side of the story, let me talk to you, and then the other person said, okay, well, let me rebuke that and talk about that and just kind of stay on that level. No, they're like blah 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 blah, and just people talking over each other, and it's really like annoying because like young kids probably like flip through the channels and then they're like, oh, okay, this is how adults act, I'm gonna be like this. It's just like, come on, man, there's too many dumb people who are approaching life through these different angles and they think that things work a certain way, but things don't have to be that kind of way. You really don't. You don't need to. Like so many people are confused. Like, you know, there's just so many problems in this world, and just like the false image of reality that TV provides gives you the wrong kind of idea of how to be. And if you buy into that, you're just kind of foolish because. And there's too many foolish people out there already. So, you know, I say take a red pill and wake up. You know, research stuff. You know, think for yourself, be open-minded and critical-minded. Activism of care, I think that was kind of like a, I don't know, I watched some of it, but I didn't like it. I think I didn't like the way that they were like speaking or something like that. I don't know, I might be confusing that with somebody. I think it was like something to do with a lion or something. It's like, like, hey, I'm Leo the lion and blah blah. Like I don't know. I'm just not catching that vibe, to be honest. I mean, like, go ahead and hate on my video if you want, but like I just that's my honest opinion. I mean, sometimes I just don't like the presentation or the way the person speaks, and it's just like, I mean, I guess I'm kind of cutting myself off to some information, but I mean, I figured that I get enough MGTOW information from a lot of other videos. So, see, Truth Seeker MGTOW 101 kicks off my channel. Okay, yeah, MGTOW 101 is pretty cool. But kind of focuses on the media and how women are, and how women are crappy, and like kind of dogs on them a little bit too much. I kind of like analyzing women, but I don't really like looking at the primary evidence, or the primary source, or the the footage as much, because I just know it's going to be inflammatory, like that news stuff. Let's see, what is simping and why are you still doing it? Yeah, just simping is just pussy begging. So, don't act like pussy's more valuable than your dick, because it isn't. Let's see, a gold digger, not a gold digger nightmare. Teen MGTOW has been rising up a little bit. 121 views, that's pretty good. Yeah, just a kid going through. I recommend, if you want to see how kids are doing in school, like I think Teen MGTOW does pretty good for like a little overview. Sometimes from time to time I'm wondering about how the younger kids are interacting with females, because that stuff is really fascinating. I got a nephew and he's like 8 years old, 9 years old, and I'm really worried about his generation. So, like I just really want him to be wary of women, and unfortunately, like, we really do shield kids until they're like too old to really care. Like, like I think we're all kind of worldly until we get into like our 30s, to be honest with you, like, or at least late 20s. I think I was like 28 when I woke up. I think I became MGTOW when I was 28. I think something like that. Let's see, understanding female behavior. We understand female behavior more than females understand male behavior, and that's for sure. Okay, let's see. Oh, and you don't have to understand women's behavior, because, well, actually, you do. You can. It's just that avoiding them is key. Understanding them is secondary, because they're always got like rationalization, where they're always rationalizing, rationalizing, and like the rationalization hamster, where they're always self-justifying, and it's just that they're always coming up with these emotion-based little ways to prove arguments. They just they stay in this perpetual state of like feeling, and they don't care about facts at all. And yeah, men are facts and women are feels, and feels don't care about facts. So anyway, MGTOW, where MGTOW lacks. Oh, that was that video that I saw where I put a little comment on there. I was talking about how, like, yeah, we do need to talk about different stuff in the MGTOW community, because sometimes us people who have absorbed the red pill, we get kind of tired of always talking about women. So my little answer to that is yeah, coming up. But yeah, Moroccan MGTOW 001, not privy. I'm not sure about Moroccan MGTOW, but yeah, I say check it out, because you don't know what it is. Or, in my opinion, Anita Sarkeesian is a coward. Okay, I'm not sure about MGTOW Warrior. I've noticed him. I've seen him in thumbnails before. So yeah, Anita Sarkeesian is a coward. Yeah, because she's fake. Anita Sarkeesian doesn't even play video games, and she's talking about video games. So in and of itself, yeah, she's only out there because she's pretty. I hate to say it, but she is. I think she's gorgeous. I think that as a MGTOW, I think that it's okay to say that a woman's attractive. Still hate her because her brain's stupid, but her face is cool. All right, MGTOW Demon Doll caught on tape, 100% real, not fake. That's the one I did. It has nothing to do with MGTOW. This video's got like this video is 100% MGTOW, but that video is like, it's fake. I'm just gonna call it out. It's just, I was being silly. I've been like, I posted a video about a lamp. It only got like 12 views on it. And I put effort in it too. I edited it. And like, I'm not getting any love. But whenever I put MGTOW in my video, I get more views, so it's like, that's cool. I was thinking about like putting titles in my videos saying feminism and getting feminist views, but like, feminists aren't really constructive, or they're not really problem solvers. and they're chameleons, and they want to like infiltrate the MGTOW community too, because they're like not getting any interaction with men, and they're just kind of miserable because they know that they're going to be miserable cat ladies from time, when the time's right. So they're trying to be like, oh, what can I do to be deceptive? And it's just like, dude, there's going to be dumb MGTOWs that want women to, I mean, who's going to turn down women's attention? But at the same time, like, we're wary of the women's attention, so like we're really reluctant to see, we're like we're careful is what I'm trying to say about women's nature, and like we just know that they're all the same, but we keep wanting to give them an opportunity to prove themselves wrong. But the unfortunate thing is that they're just too much, at least in my opinion. But if you want to put up with all that garbage and raise your blood pressure, go ahead. Anyway, about blood pressure, yeah, I've been taking turmeric and beetroot extract, and that's been helping me with like taking the edge off of my anxiety and like stressing out and like high blood pressure in general. Like, I like to drink coffee, and that's kind of my only vice right now. But like, yeah, taking beetroot extract and turmeric, really cool. Really good. Been helping me with my well-being and all that stuff. Let's see. Alex Jones interviews Cassie J, the red pill effect on feminism. Okay, that might be a really good video to watch, because Alex Jones is kind of a truther, conspiratorial guy, and he gets dismissed a lot because a lot of people think, oh, he's just crazy because he comes up with these like explosive. He's always like really like exaggerating like his like he's like, the end of the world, the low black helicopters are coming, the low flying black helicopters are coming. And he can really freak you out if you're not like into what's going on, like if you don't really know about the world and the way the world works, and you're like just now finding out about the truth about things. Yeah, you'll end up getting paranoid as all get out if you're looking at any of that Alex Jones crap or whatever. But yeah, like when it comes to conspiratorial stuff, look into the pro-Jesus stuff, because you will be comforted. Because like I question stuff with Christianity, but every time I turn to Christianity, it's a good thing. And I don't think that it's all garbage. It's just that like, I mean, it's a book that tells you how to be a good person. And I'd rather go towards a book that kind of gives you a guideline on how to be a good person than just like enter the world like lost as all get out, or be a Satanist or an atheist or something that's kind of negative. You know what I mean? So that's just me using my discernment and my understanding of things. So, you know what I'm saying? So like, I recommend it, because like I'd rather deal with like a well-meaning Christian that has like actual faith and spirituality, instead. Like, I'd rather be dealing with like a someone, even if they're a fake Christian, I'd rather deal with a fake Christian than an atheist or a Satanist or something like that, because like you don't know what you're gonna get with the atheist or Satanist, because it's nothing but rooted in negativity. But anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, but Alex Jones, red pill effect on feminism. I don't know, it just seems like women are like kind of like talking about red pill, but they're never gonna be, because they're women. Like, women can't be red pill. I'm just gonna go ahead and make that shot right now. This D. Garris masculine MGTOW. I'm not sure what that is, but this guy, he doesn't make thumbnails. And I go on Puffin. I just open up Puffin on my tablet here. Yeah, that guy, the way he looks and stuff, you just always see his face for his videos. But Get Out, Uber driver goes off on 2 stuck up girls on camera. Okay, yeah, that stuff will raise my blood pressure. I'll be like, man, women are all like that and stuff. And like, the truth is that people are dynamic. Not all women are like that, but the majority are. And like, once you recognize that, you see that for what it is. But women are just the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Like, I've learned that lesson. I just don't want to see that kind of material. I've already expressed that. The rise of the alpha simp. I'm not sure if there's an alpha simp. Alpha simp. I don't know. Is that Zeta? Because MGTOW or Zeta, we're just the lone wolf going out and doing our own thing. We're not a part of the pack. When you're part of the pack, you're either alpha or beta, and you only got one alpha, and then you got the rest of the followers. They're the betas. And the Zetas, like, you know what, screw all y'all. So we're just a bunch of Zetas. That's the way I see it, or that's the way that I see myself. I can see how someone can look at a Zeta and be like, that's a beta, because they're just like, they got all these qualities. But I think you can have beta qualities and just be like, you know what, I don't care. and you can be considered a Zeta. I don't know. Like if you're a blue pill and you care, I guess you are totally beta. But yeah, alphas are just these people who have something to prove, and then they do the typical manly thing, and then I don't know, like what are characteristics of alphas anyway? Let's see, yeah, the masculist MGTOW flyer, like he doesn't get many views. That's because he doesn't do these tactics. Like I'm doing little things to try to get people to look at my videos. Like I'll change my thumbnails and stuff like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a thumbnail on this one, and then I try to think of like catchy, you know, titles for my videos. But he's like numbering them. Like I mean, I don't know if he's got like OCD or something like that. But yeah, this MGTOW masculist, MGTOW flyers guy, I haven't looked at his content. He might be having really good content, but he just doesn't get views, or at least it seems like. Sometimes it says you don't have a view, but then like in reality you got like 7 views or something like that. So I don't know why YouTube lies like that. When a guy hits back, yeah, you don't hit back. Yeah, you're just gonna get screwed over. The legal system and everything. We just can't do anything. Our back's in the corner, guys. We can't do nothing like that. Just that's why we shouldn't interact with women, because of laws like that, and it sucks, but that's the truth. And if you can get out before a woman even puts hands on you, then you're a wise man. It's really hard to cut off ties when you got access to pussy. That's truth though. It's all 99% BS anyway. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but I mean, like, when it comes to dealing with women, yeah. Ketogenic diet versus vegan diet. Yeah, ketogenic diet is good. That's when you're like in I guess a fasting state. Not necessarily fasting state, but it's when your body's no longer in sugar burn mode. It's in fat burn mode. That's basically what ketogenesis is, or ketoacidosis, or ketones in your system. Fasting's awesome. I recommend doing it. It's like a key for health. I have not been doing it as much as I need to. Let's say, how dare you, Sargon of Akkad versus Anita Sarkeesian? Haha, mission control. With have a problem. Don't you mean we have a problem? Anyway, yeah, there's been a lot of attention put on Sargon of Akkad. I used to be, subscribed to that channel, but then I stopped for some reason. But yeah, talking about Anita Sarkeesian right now is kind of in vogue, I guess. But yeah, Sargon of Akkad, I have no idea what's going on, and to be honest, I kind of don't care. Sorry, I don't. But okay, let's see. Normales. Yeah, that's like some Mexican stuff. But yeah, this is the end of my MGTOW overview, part 1, or whatever I'm gonna call this. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching and stuff. It's like MGTOW Today. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna call it that. I'm gonna call it that, MGTOW Today. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching. And yeah, this has been fun. And yeah, I'm gonna be posting more stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit more busy. Next few months and stuff, I'm going to be busy, but I'm going to try to make it a point to at least, upload, maybe one video every 2-3 days or something, or I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. And yeah, but I'm not one of these people to apologize and be like, I'm sorry for not uploading. Like, no, seriously, this is like, I think that's stupid when people are like that, because it's your channel, it's your video, your content. You shouldn't apologize for anything. Just post your stuff. You know what I mean? Just like put it out there, and you don't have to apologize. You know what I mean? Like, I just think that's like when you come up with excuses. I'm sorry, guys. It's like talking to your friend and you're texting to them, and you're just like, sorry, I haven't talked to you in a while, man. It's just like, whatever, just. It doesn't matter. I don't know, but yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, and yeah, this has been fun, and thank you so much.